Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. Ooh, you guys, it is hot. So if you hear the air blowing in the background, it is hot. When you see me sweating on camera, it is hot. When it look like my makeup is melting off, it is hot. I am hot. I'm doing the videos, but it is hot in this car. And it takes a minute for the car to cool down. I do my videos as soon as I get in the car, and then, you know, by the end of the video, it has cooled down some. But it takes some time, so I'm just letting you guys know. Not much to talk about. First, let's start with prayers up for my rock stars in both New Orleans and in Southern California. Seems that Mother Nature has been showing her ass these days. I'm just reminding y'all who's boss around these United States parts. In Southern California, around, you know, 4th of July holiday weekend, they were hit with a string of earthquakes. One of the highest ones recorded that weekend was a 7.1. It was centered about 11 miles off of Ridgecrest. I'm not even sure exactly where Ridgecrest is. It's a small town. I think they said somewhere near Bakersfield. But anyway, 7.1 is a very large earthquake. And if you are at the epicenter, you know, if you're at the center of an earthquake or right near where the earthquake, you know, the fault is moving, then you get the most damage, you get the most movement. And 7.1 is even strong enough for everybody to feel it, you know, down into Los Angeles, down, some say, even into the top part of Mexico, and on, you know, over into Nevada. So a large earthquake has shaken up a whole bunch of people. I haven't heard much about any deaths, but I didn't research that, so don't quote me on that. But I do know that there was a lot of damage structurally, and people are afraid, on edge, okay? Because, you know, even though the scientists are able to see when earthquakes are coming, you know, the general layman, you just don't know. You know, you're definitely caught by surprise, and your house shaking at any time is never a good feeling. So prayers up for my rock stars out that way. And then in New Orleans, certain parts of the city is flooding. We know New Orleans definitely has that problem every time this time of the year hits, and you know, the tropical storms and the hurricanes are threatening. New Orleans is always one of the cities that is affected, sometimes worse than others. They're saying that 7 inches fell yesterday, Wednesday, and most likely they believe it will turn into a hurricane. This tropical storm, I think it's called Barry, is going to turn into a hurricane by Friday. And this is just a city that's been ravaged over and over with flooding, and we know that that's because parts of Louisiana is underneath the water, you know, the level of the water. So anytime there's any threat of flooding, New Orleans is definitely going to get it. But I believe that there are certain parts of the city that are higher, and then other parts that are lower. But they're saying the French Quarter and down that way definitely is flooded. By Monday, the rainfall may be up to 12 to 18 inches. So yeah, they still have a lot of bad weather to look forward to. And I'm assuming that people in those troublesome areas are trying to get to higher ground and get out of the, you know, out of the dangerous waters that are flooding. So prayers up for all my rock stars there. I know that Brittany is there, but from what I understand, she lives in a, you know, a higher elevation. She doesn't have to worry about the flooding where she is, but I'm sure she has friends and families down, you know, that may be affected. So anyway, prayers up for everybody in all of those places that I just spoke about. It is that time of the year when, you know, the weather kind of goes hooky. So we are just going to hope that all of our rock stars and their families and friends are safe. Y'all keep your heads up. To Cameron Boyce. He's the 20-year-old Disney actor who was found unresponsive on Saturday by his family members and was reported later on that day dead. As a shock to everybody. I wasn't really familiar with this little boy. I mean, not little boy, he's a young man, but I did remember him from the Grown Ups movie. I remember he was Adam Sandler's kid with you guys know what her name is, can't think of it right now. He was one of the little smart alecky kind of kids. And then I've seen his face around. They say that he was, you know, cast on the hit show on Disney, Descendants. Yeah, generally a real good kid, and everyone is going to miss him. You know, I've seen an outpouring of love of fans, you know, people that he's worked with. And everybody says that he was just an all-around good person, you know, loved his family, was a hard worker, and was just a devastating loss to anyone that may have known him or even come across him. I was just saddened because 20 years old, I mean, you at the beginning of your life, you just getting started. So they're saying that he's had a medical condition for years. He has epilepsy, and he had a seizure in his sleep. Yeah, just I felt real bad when you see a picture of him. They posted how he posted, you know, how proud of his grandparents that he was. Evidently they were civil rights activists, and everyone just said that he was a good spirit that has been lost. Okay, so obviously he's 20 years old. He wasn't married, he didn't have any kids, but he does leave behind his sister Maya. Okay, his mom and dad, his grandparents that I just spoke of. I'm sure a host of family and friends and countless fans all over the world. Rest in peace to Cameron Boyce. Guys, and we also gonna throw a quick prayer up for your boy August Alsina. They were saying that he was a no-show at the Essence Fest. He was supposed to perform there. When he didn't show up, nobody knew exactly why, but he did take to his social media, and he let all of his fans know that, you know, he's not out here shooting the shits. He actually is in the hospital. He woke up one morning and he wasn't able to walk, which is serious. You know, can you imagine? I didn't realize that he had, I believe he has lupus. He's always said the autoimmune disease. I just am assuming that it's lupus, but I may be wrong. But he's saying that the disease is raging right now, and he has extensive nerve damage, and it is affecting his ability to walk. So he posted himself. He's in the hospital. He has a walker. And I'm assuming that the young man is trying to get all the help that he can to get back on his feet, you know, walker-less. That August Alsina has had a difficult life. I feel so sorry for him because it just seems like it's one thing after the other after the other. Maybe we just don't hear about the good things, but it always seems like it's something with him. So y'all pray for your boy out there. And hopefully that he can get, you know, the doctors can do whatever it is that they need to do to make sure that his nerves, you know, repair if they're able to, and so that he's able to get back up on his feet and walk. He said that he, you know, as soon as his immune system is back up to strength, then he will be back out there performing for all you guys. He's got new music and all of that. So y'all just hold on tight. Okay, August Alsina, he's trying to make the comeback. I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all cousins. Child, not in the happiest place on earth. Why is you guys showing out at Disneyland like this? Okay, what the fuck is going on? I have been off the grid. Haven't been on social media pretty much this week because it has been very busy at work. I've got some busy things going on in my personal life, and this channel keeps me busy. Okay, so I haven't really been on social media, and everybody who I requested topics from yesterday, most of you guys said the Disneyland brawl. I didn't know what it was about. I was thinking like, oh my god, did just a whole bunch of people just get into this huge ass fight? And it was just, I mean, I didn't know what to expect. So this morning I finally Googled the fight. Okay, got on YouTube and actually saw all 4 minutes of it. And let me just tell you guys something. First of all, it wasn't exactly what I thought. I didn't realize that it was just one family that was fighting. Okay, so it was just one family. This was a family brawl. Looks like some older family members got into it with some younger family members, and then, you know, the trouble ensued. But so that was, at least it wasn't involving a whole bunch of other people at the park. So that was one thing. But you know, when I saw the video and it was, you know, it was my people, I was just like, oh God. at Disneyland, where they don't play nothing but, you know, Snow White, you know, the Seven Dwarfs music and just happiness all over, and you guys is acting, I mean, cutting the fucking fool. Now, you can't really tell what they're arguing about, but they in the middle of Toontown, evidently, you know, right in front of Goofy's Playhouse, as a matter of fact. There's a group of people standing together. It looks like one woman spits in this man's face, this guy with a red shirt on, spits in his face, and child, why she do that? The next thing you know, he's swinging on everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. He is equal opportunity beating ass. I couldn't understand whose side of the family he was on. You know, at first I thought him and the girl in the tan shirt was, you know, together because she was trying to stop him and all of that. And then next thing I know, him and her was... I said, what the hell? I mean, he was beating the hell out of her over there on the ground. That's when they finally got him. But the fight started out with him and the man, okay? And then he went on and slapped up one of the girls, okay, the bigger girl. And then the granny looked like she was trying to help, and she got knocked down, okay? I said, somebody get granny, okay? She all on the damn train. The train is coming. Y'all got her down on the train tracks. And everybody is fighting and falling all over the place, okay, because they are bigger girls. So it's not like we can just be recovering that quickly. All right, folks rolling around on the ground, and this guy in the red shirt is, I'm talking about wrecking havoc. All right, now all of the people that were there, the onlookers, you know, folks don't want to really get involved, you know, but when you see women getting knocked the fuck down and beat up like these women were, you would hope that, I don't know if I would expect, but you would hope that somebody would jump in and come to these women's defense. All right. And so people were, you know, trying to stop it, but, you know, not really sure. It would stop and then it would start up with somebody else and all that. Security did come in. I mean, I imagine watching a fight for 4 minutes seems long, but, you know, in reality, once security is alerted, you know, they got to get over to the location in the park where it might be happening. And I'm sure Disneyland has security, but I'm sure they don't have it at every post. They ain't expecting niggas to just get to fighting and shit in the middle of damn Toontown. The people got over there. They was able to break it up finally, but so fucking embarrassing. The kids was crying, child, and the people that was onlooking was so worried for the kids. You saw one lady grab one of the kids like, oh, get him, you know. I was just like, I'm gonna need these folks to be in. I need red shirt for sure to get his ass arrested. Well, by the time the police got there, they told the police that nothing happened. And I guess Disneyland doesn't have surveillance cameras around for the police to even have pulled that footage to know what happened. They just went by there, even though they knew something happened, they went by what the people said. Oh no, nothing happened, everything is fine. Okay, and they didn't arrest anybody. Well, that was before this video footage has been released, which was just by an onlooker that was, this is not Disney's footage from what we understand. So now that brings on another question, like, why Disney ain't got no fucking surveillance? I mean, y'all ain't got people. I mean, I know them motherfuckers happy, but it ain't that happy. Shit can go down at Disneyland like anywhere else. So I'm not quite sure why the police wasn't able to just have Disneyland run back some cameras. Because I bet you it's a whole bunch of cameras in them gift shops. Okay, motherfucker, you ain't fixing to steal this $60 hat. They do know that much. Okay, but whatever else y'all do in the midst of the park, I guess that's free game. But so yeah, that's another concern that we don't have time to address right now. But okay, Disneyland, I'm gonna need y'all to tighten up these strings. In the meantime, now the Orange County DA's office, they're trying to figure out, you know, if they're gonna press charges or if they're gonna turn it over to the city attorney and let it just be misdemeanor. I'm sure they're gonna have to talk to the family and, you know, figure out what's going on there. There's definitely some domestic violence issues that needs to be addressed as well. I mean, why does this man think it's okay to beat all these women? I mean, he was fucking them up, you know, and they was falling everywhere and he was still hitting them while they was on the ground. I mean, he wasn't never really trying to get them off of him. He was going up to them and just like getting them up, you know, and they had that one little other older man that was there that was trying to help, but this young guy was clearing them out. So you obviously can see that this is not nothing new, and at least it has happened before somewhere in their home, in their household. Okay, but yeah, something need to happen to red shirt. In the meantime, y'all out there, oh my goodness, I mean, it's a tragedy whether it happens to any nationality, any race or family out there. Okay? But you guys know, like I know, whenever you see something like this going on in an establishment such as Disneyland, okay, we always hope that it's not our cousins. Okay, your cousins, child. Your cousins be showing out. It's just. That girl looked like Tamar Braxton. Hold on, y'all. I'm at the Michaels, and it's this girl who's walking in, and she doesn't have any hair. She's got on glasses. I promise you it looks like Tamar Braxton. It's not her, though. Hold on, y'all. Okay, she about to walk back in front of my car. Hold on, let me see. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? They got into another car? I don't see them no more. Oh, here she comes, here she comes. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, that's not her. Oh, child, I thought that was her. Child, I thought we was about to jump out this car and try to get a little special something on top of the blogs for you guys today. But nope, nothing doing. Anyway, you guys, yeah, we're going to see what happens to that family. Red Shirts needs to get arrested. We need to have the domestic violence counselors talking to this family. Something needs to happen there. In the meantime, you guys, please, let's be a little bit nicer to each other. Quit showing out at the Disneyland, please. Story is a couple of it's two or threefold. Did you guys ever see the video of ASAP Rocky and his team out in Sweden? Was it Sweden or Switzerland? It's Sweden, I believe. He was in Sweden, and they were being followed by what I could only describe as some strangely determined fans. I mean, I'm assuming that they were fans. They were following ASAP Rocky and his team. They kept stopping repeatedly and asking them not to follow them. It was clear there was a language barrier, so they even stopped, some other people on the streets that may speak, the language there, but also spoke English. And, they translated for the guys and telling them, like, please stop following us. We're going to beat your ass and all of this. Okay. That went on quite a long time, at least in the videos that I had seen. And then the next thing you know, there was a final confrontation, and then there was a brawl. And ASAP Rocky is on video completely throwing this guy down the cobblestone streets down there in Sweden somewhere, and giving the guy a good working over. After that, he was arrested, and I thought, just from the video that I had seen, that it was a formality. They were going to arrest him. The lawyers were going to get in there. They're going to do a fine, tell him he can't come back maybe, and let him go. But that is not what happened. The judge actually has kept him in the jail there because they believe that he's a flight risk. Even though the lawyer said that he wouldn't go anywhere, they've kept him in the jail, and they say the jail is in deplorable conditions. He's in solitary confinement. There's a mentally ill person down in the cells where he is. He's hitting his head against the wall. He's flinging his shit all over the place, and so his feces is just gross. So he's in all these bad conditions, and he's down in Sweden, and All right, so when I had seen the video, I was like, well, damn. I felt bad for ASAP Rocky. Then Crystal, you guys know who Crystal is. She is one of the hosts of the very famous podcast, The Read. She's a very outspoken woman, black woman. She came out and she said, well, she tweeted, when she thinks of ASAP Rocky, she remembers this. And I'm going to read you guys what she tweeted. Hold on. First of all, it's not what she tweeted. It is what he said in an interview. And she tweeted, she retweeted his interview comments. Hold on, let me get to it. It says, the interviewer asked him, do you ever feel like you're being forced to address these issues? These issues, I'm imagining, means black people's issues. Okay. He says, and answer, they're not forcing me to do shit. I'm just gonna stay black and die. Why? Because I'm black? So every time something happens because I'm black, I gotta stand up? What the fuck am I? Am I Al Sharpton now? I'm ASAP Rocky. I did not sign up to be no political activist. I want to talk about my motherfucking lean, my best friend dying, the girls that come in and out of my life, the jiggy fashion that I wear, my new inspirations and drugs. I don't want to talk about no fucking Ferguson and shit because I don't live over there. I live in fucking Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate. I'm in the studio, I'm in these fashion studios, and I'm in these bitches' draws. I'm not doing anything outside of that. That's my life. Now I'm sure he's eating them words right now, okay? Because I just told you about the conditions that he's in. But when you say things and get quoted in interviews like that, I mean, those are your words, all right? Those are your feelings. It may not be your feelings now, but that was your feelings at the time that the person asked you that question. Okay, we can't blame Crystal for bringing up something that he has said in the past. God has a very special way of humbling you. And the minute you get too big in them britches, your head get too big, that ego gets too inflated, here comes God with the pen to deflate that ass. Okay, and this is a classic situation. Now, he may have been having a bad day, you know, he may have been irritated when the interviewer was asking him certain things, you know, I don't know what the context of all that was. However, this is what he said, and Crystal just brought up what she thinks of when she thinks of ASAP Rocky, okay? And I'm assuming that means that she don't give a fuck what happens to ASAP Rocky over there, because he didn't give a fuck about, you know, he said he didn't give a fuck about Ferguson. And you guys know how much Ferguson bothered all of us. As a black person, I don't know how you couldn't be affected by what happened in Ferguson as a black person or even as a human being, okay? To me, if you feel that way and you're a celebrity, you need to not say those things. You just need to stay quiet on certain things. But see, he was feeling himself that day and felt that he was going to be truthful. He's not an activist, and he's not, okay? I don't even think that people would have been so upset about the fact that he said, I'm not a political activist. That's not what I'm here for. It was just the fact that he kept going on and on, okay? I want to talk about my drugs and my lean, okay? I'm in these bitches' draws, okay? I live in Beverly Hills and Soho. I can't relate. You ain't lived there your whole fucking life. You wasn't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You may not have been dirt poor or anything like that, but you have at least understand the struggles of people that are less fortunate. And you didn't even have to be less fortunate to that whole Mike Brown and all that happened in Ferguson. You didn't even have to be less fortunate to realize how horrible that situation was, what the police did and killed this boy and brought, you know, in the middle of the street, who was no gun, no nothing. I mean, we've heard the story over and over and over again. So no one expects him to go out and lead no charge like Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson, but you know, for you to say I don't give a fuck about none of that, like, you know, when it affected so many people emotionally and even in actuality. So I can't be mad when a lot of people don't really want to be there for ASAP Rocky. Okay, figure that shit out for yourself. All right. Now, Joe Budden has come out and he is upset that people are kind of kicking him when he's down. And he specifically pointed out Crystal, called her let me see what he said. Called her a nasty ass, bum ass homegirl. Now, I thought all those people were friends, but come to find out, I guess Crystal and Joe Budden have had like a you know, pretty long standing beef. I don't really follow neither one of them, so I don't know what their relationship is like that. But from the back and forth that has come since then, you know, yeah, it's safe to say that these two don't like each other. But and I think now it's getting away from what the original thing was, because now it's gotten to the point where, you know, she's saying that she's got a show that's about to be on TV. You know, she's way more successful and she's paved the way for Joe Budden. And so now it's kind of gone back and forth between Joe Budden and Crystal. But the initial thing was Crystal was just saying what ASAP Rocky said. Now, you guys know me, I'm sympathetic, and I don't want to see people suffer and all of that, but I just can't blame folks for being upset at ASAP Rocky for the shit that he said. I mean, that was hurtful ass in your face. I don't give a fuck. And when you say these things and it's kept on record, whether it's on paper or if it's out there now, you cannot take those things back. You can apologize, okay, but you can't unring the bell. You can't say what you've already, you can't not say what you've already said, and people will take that as gospel and think that's how you believe all the time. So I just, it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate for ASAP Rocky. I hope that it works out for him. But I think once he gets all this settled, he probably, I would like to see what he would say in an interview after this has happened to him. Once he comes out of it, whichever way he does come out of it, I would like to see if he would have like those same feelings. Because like I said, God will open up them eyes. Okay? You feeling like that? Let me go on and show you something else real quick. Obviously, you didn't get it. What do you guys think, though? Are you guys on the side of Crystal? You on the side of Joe Budden? You guys let me know what you think about all that below. Alright, so we just talked about April last week. I don't like to talk about somebody over repeatedly when it's clearly a problem there. And April Jones, like if she continues on with these type of antics that's been going on, I'm feeling like I'm not going to be talking about it no more. Because it starts to feel exploitative. Exploitative. You guys know what I'm saying. It starts to feel like I'm just keeping on talking about somebody just for talking about them's sake, and it ain't really helping. But you guys saw this video of her latest IG Live where she is talking about her famous pussy and how, we, the viewers, were so upset with her because, she was able to accomplish things that we didn't believe that she would be able to do. Okay, she had kids, 2 kids by Omarion. He wanted her fat, famous pussy. And I'm saying what she said, you guys. Loosely. But she was saying famous pussy, that is for sure. She had her underwear, like boxer shorts, like men's boxer shorts almost, like hiked up, pulled up really high so you can see like the full camel toe. And, then she goes on and says, little fizz. I said, excuse me, ma'am, it is teeny little fizzle pop. Teeny little fizzle pop wants her famous pussy, and the game wants her famous pussy, and ASAP Rocky wants her famous pussy. And I was like, girl, that list of people that you just named, child, we could say something about each one of them on their own, okay? I just talked about one of them in length just before this, so we're gonna leave that alone. But more so of the issue here. Oh, and then they say that she was on Black Ink Crew Chicago throwing herself with Ryan Henry. And besides the fact that, you as a beautiful black woman looks at yourself as just somebody with just this famous fat pussy. I'm sorry I keep on saying that. Y'all know I don't like that word too much. But for you to keep harping on that when I'm sure there should be other qualities about yourself that you would like to brag about, that's one thing. You're a mother, you got kids, you're on video saying these things. I mean, just it was just real sad, you guys. I think it's time for some folks to intervention needs to happen there, because I don't know if she's on drugs or if she's drunk. She really seems like she's high to me. And obviously, when you're high, you don't make the best decisions for yourself. She keeps on putting herself out there like that. It's just not a good look. We all used to think it was Omarion. I don't know. Maybe Omarion still is an asshole. But Omarion is smart because he's not out there. You never hear him say anything. He never says anything bad about her. He's just not out there. I know they're going through custody, child, custody, and maybe financial custody. Financial child, y'all know what I'm trying to say. They're in the courts. It can't look good, for her to be acting this way. I mean, if I was him, I would be trying to build a case that she might be an unfit mother. I don't know if it would be that easy for him, but we do see these men as dads fighting back, going to court and winning. The courts is not as sympathetic to the woman, the mother, anymore as they used to be. So, you know, there's a potential that she could possibly even be in danger of losing her kids. I'm sure she doesn't want that. So, and I don't know what else is going on. There might be things that's going on behind the scenes. It always is. We don't know that. But what we do see, somebody needs to get her off of social media, get her off of these live streams, you know, that keep getting reposted and reposted, and you just looking at it and just looking like, oh my God, what in the world? I said it was crackish before, and now I'm just like, something is really, really, really wrong there. Whoever her family is, her close friends, the ones that ain't high with her, I would hope that somebody would try to, you know, wrangle that in and get her the help that she needs. But yeah, the video is bad, you guys. Did you see it? So let's talk about this money on the 285. So like I just told you guys earlier, I have been off the grid. I have not been watching the news, haven't really been on social media or anything this week. So last night I was about to go to bed and the news was on. It was the latter part of a story and they were talking about people picking up money on the side of the road. And I was like, what is that? And Mr. was like, you didn't hear about that? And I was like, no, what happened? And he said the damn armored truck door flew open and like $175,000 flew out onto 285. I was like, where? What time? He said, they said somewhere around 7 or 8 o'clock. And it was up there like Dunwoody area. I was just like, let me tell you guys how just immediately I got mad. I got real mad. Like just it just happened like this. Cause I was like, why the fuck was I not over there? And I mean, I was serious. I was like, why wasn't I over there? Like 8 o'clock, there'd be no reason for me to be in that area. But I was just like, why them things don't never happen to the areas that I'm in? Okay? Because I know, y'all, I know me. I'd have been out there picking that fucking money up. These bills don't pay they fucking selves. Y'all know I'm trying to get me a new laptop, right? So I would have been 100% pulled this damn Foxy over and got my ass up out this Jeep and would have been out there picking up money. So I know I'd have been there. Okay? Now, just as fast as I got upset, I was like, you know what? God knew best. He knew best. He knew my heart, and he knew that I did not need to be out there with no fucking $175,000. I mean, did you guys see the video? The money was just flying. Somebody reported that they thought it was leaves off the back of a truck at first. That's how much it was just flying, and then they realized that it was money. Nigga, I would have slammed on them fucking. I probably would have had an accident. I might not even have been here today to tell you guys what happened. I got my motherfucking ass out this car so fast. I am not playing with you. Okay, so I said God already knew that I would have been out there running around picking up money, and then I would have been conflicted today because now they're saying people don't return this money, they're gonna start coming to look for you. Okay, because it's all on video. Everybody out there running around, they got people's license plates and all of that. So then I would be toiling today trying to figure out, should I turn the money in, you know? And I probably would turn the money in, or, you know, maybe some of them. Because let me tell you something, there's no way for them to say how much money you got. They can see if your car was out there, you was there, okay, fine. Okay, nigga got about 6,000, you know, go take back. Hey, officer, here go this 300. You know, I'm sorry, I didn't. Ain't no way for them to tell how much you got. You know, I mean, I guess I don't even know, was this money like new money, or is this money that they picked up from a business? There's no way for them to trace the serial numbers. Okay, I'm sure they're gonna put the threat and the, you know, the scare out there for everybody, but I am just like, child, that fucking money out there. Somebody, the guy, they said an Uber Eats guy turned in $2,100, and right now, as of today, they only got about $4,400 back. I told my husband, I was like, these motherfuckers ain't taking that money back. Are you crazy? Like I just said, my suggestion to you is, is it against the law for me to be giving bad advice out here? It's gonna be interesting to see if they are, you know, how this is gonna pan out. But can you imagine dollar bills from heaven just raining down? Okay, dollar bills from heaven. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Dollar bills from hell. Child, I can't. But yeah, like I said, God knew best. He was like, Roxanne, take that ass on home. Get your money legally the best way you can, and quit being out here trying to take these people money off the side of the road. I'd have got my ass hit, y'all. Y'all, let's just be thankful that I'm here today. And lastly, in quickies, you guys, congratulations to Kenya. Your girl Kenya Moore has made it back to, officially made it back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I am happy. I think that Kenya deserves to be on the show. I think that she is a good addition. I mean, you know, I think that she makes that show turn the same way that I believe that Nene does. Okay, so if Nene gets to be there, I feel like, you know, Kenya should be there as well. So I'm happy. She posted a picture of herself, said something along the lines of, you know, I was hungry, so I had to go snatch this peach. All right, and her with the green screen behind her. So that was the official announcement as far as Kenya was concerned, that she's back. You know, now I'm going to need somebody to go check on Nene, because y'all know that she was not wanting that to happen. She made that very clear. We already knew that they were recording with Kenya, so we knew. We just wasn't 100% sure that she was coming back as a wife. But, I mean, we was 98% sure she was coming back as a wife, okay? And she is a wife now with a kid. She's got a whole lot more, you know, a whole lot more to it with her now. So she is a full-blown housewife, and she'll be back in November with the show. No word on whether or not they're bringing anybody else back. I mean, I know that they're saying that Eva will be back, but I'm talking about if they're bringing Phaedra back. There's no word on that. And then, of course, there's still the rumors going around that Nene is on suspension for half of the season. We'll see where that goes. But congratulations to Kenya. Congrats to the women's national team who won the Women's World Cup Championship on Sunday, I believe. They beat the Netherlands 2-0 and returned to New York to a huge parade, and the mayor gave them the keys to the city. So good for them. Okay, the championship MVP, or I think they call it the top player who wins the golden ball, Megan Rapinoe. You guys know that she's very outspoken on a lot of women's issues. She has already said that she will not be visiting the White House. You know, the team, everybody that she has spoken to on the team at least, have no interest in going there. She was quoted saying, I don't think anyone on the team has any interest in lending the platform that we've worked so hard to build, the things we fight for, the way we live our life. I don't think we want to be co-opted or corrupted by this administration, end quote. Okay, so Megan and her girls will not be there, but yet and still we want to say congratulations to them. And then lastly, congratulations to Holly Bailey. She is one half of the group Chloe and Haley. She was chosen to play the Little Mermaid in Disney's next live action movie. And you guys, I could sit here and talk about all the negativity that has been brought up about the fact that, you know, a black woman has been chosen for this, but I will not do that. I will not dim her light just to talk about the shit that people say that doesn't matter. Disney has made their choice, and she is the person. I think she has a beautiful voice. I think she is a beautiful girl. And if Disney saw fit, felt like she was the best person for the job, then you know what, damn it, we gonna roll with that. Okay, I'm proud of her. Those two girls are just like, their voices are amazing to me. There's only a few people that when I hear them sing, I just be like, oh my goodness. And them two are definitely in that oh my goodness category. So I'm happy for her. You know, we'll go on and give her a fist pump of righteousness for the Black Girl Magic. Hasn't said anything about her, you know, she just gonna do her job, and I'm happy for them. Y'all not gonna get enough of that old Black Girl Magic, are you? Alright, Rockstars, that's it. Let me get off of here. We do this every single week. Did I get some cash? Question mark. Alright, Rockstars, that's it. Let me get off of here. I'm going to run into Michael's and then run and get my sushi and then take it on back to work. Make sure that, nope, we do this every single week. So make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.